Oh, Knuckles lost a game. Whoa, look at this place. Hey Tails, where are you? Ventus, I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone on ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing. Sonic doesn't go down easy. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just really committed to the mystery for Amy. We have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. It's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind. Is it cool I tag along with you? Of course, sure. Now if I'd ever need a stack, you got me. Fair. As I said, it's the best detectives have a sidekick, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, well, where's my lore card? The last guy to work with Cage and me ditched our practice to join Dr. Evil Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. Here, varmints! Fucking hell. Come on, Knuckles. What are you doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we were trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy Moses around here told me all about it. Enough of that. I wonder how long you kept the voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell what you were up to before the murder. Anything that helps establish your alibi, Ian. Nope. I got nothing to tell you to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something. Why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Ventus, we need you to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Clearly we won't be able to game Super Monkey Ball a try. No. Do we think he broke it when the train sped up? The damage just looks like more caused from punches. Who could have done that? Big ol' Knuckles. His name is Knuckles. He's got the fists. What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Ooh, a Chow? Here's a cash reward for finding this robot. A robot Chow, yeah. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Omo Chow. I hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Interesting. The robotic arms are really helpful here. What? What do you have against me, Mr. Ham? What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh. Did I prove my job a little bit? How low can I microwave? You been drinking? Ventus, this seems interesting. What is it? Just a few used cups. Sure, but why are they here? Knuckles was really thirsty? Ventus, one has lipsticks on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. These cups are added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. Breathtaking views. Ooh, pretty. The train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at normal speeds, so I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid going on things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters. I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand these guys. Ah, bowl of assorted nuts, the classic saloon snack. Kinda bland. Huh, seems like someone licked all the salt off them. What? Or maybe they're just unsalted. What's over here? That's funny. The door's locked tight. We can't go any further. I wonder how Amy was able to leave then. Good point. Well, these were the doors locked, and how long were they locked for? I'll have to keep this in mind. Howdy, partners. I think that's basically it. So I'll go ahead and talk to Knuckles. Something's always hiding in the trash can. Let's check there. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I don't think the theory on something always being in the trash can is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. We have faith. As they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said to leave me alone. It doesn't look like he is used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave! Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, let me know. Sure. Like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Ventus, you're not a butler, tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. What now? Okay, Knuckles. Ventus and I have determined what you were doing during the hour of the murder took place. I already told you. Buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? Well, we have evidence too. We do? Ventus, take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time that Sonic was murdered? I mean, Amy probably just took a drink after that one. The arcade machine. Makes you think I touched it. Oh! Oh, I got it. Easy peasy. Not even an issue. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because the arcade cabinet is covered in punches. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you still on my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I need a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. Nope. How you? I'm on it. Ventus, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Oh yeah. I'll distract you so much with this epic gameplay. Oh. No! Ha! Now Tails, get away from the arcade cabinet. Ventus, try again. I have to get Super Monkey Ball fixed. Okay. I was only down one, but okay. Ow. Oh, we did it, we did it, we did it. Yes, yes. The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Ooh. Vector kind of beat you by a single point. Yeah, that's pretty upsetting. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the names on the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. Picture is being painted here. You competed with Vector to see who did the highest score, and Vector beat you. And it's frustration you destroyed the arcade cabinet. It's punching in the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. You have nothing. Zilch. Nada. Now you two leave. Quick, Ventus. Let's try again. Brr. I jumped. By the way, I jumped. Oh, yes. Oh. Now, Ventus, what proves Knuckles was here with Vector? No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. Well, you were supposed to be participating in the murder mysteries and game for Amy's birthday. You and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing arcade. It's not like... It's not. I wasn't... Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say. Vector popped to the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I already told the abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. That explains one of the used cups. What about the cup with the lipstick mark? Rogue was in here too. No. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. Searched around for something but failed. Made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understating the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rogue couldn't find something and then left. Then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That's all that makes sense to me. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering as many questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on the high score list that doesn't make sense. Could you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is this talking about? Apple bread, ultim, bagel, candy. That's it. All the other names are food themed, but this one. Who goes by Ultim? You may not know this, Ventus, but there is someone here that goes by that title. The ultimate life form. Wow, fucking Shadow, yeah. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game was first and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Key. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, saw no one else leave after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she had some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her a special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened to the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors, and what's Rogue searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Alright. More information than I expected to get here, but it seems that we can move on. As of right now, I believe our stories, Knuckles... We'll only know for sure when they're confirming with Vector. Fair enough. The library's in the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Whoever KO'd Sonic earful for me. Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Well, do, Sheriff. Come on, Ventus. Let's go. Let's head to the library. On it. It's way more exciting than microwave and chili dogs. Ventus! Coming! Your armors better pull up chalks, I say. Understood, Sheriff. Yee-haw! Nice. Ready to mosey down the next car? Yeah, dang right, partner. Onwards! This is pretty fun. I'm liking this pretty well. Very cute. Aww. Library car. All this stuff is getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. I mean, I don't think I had anything extra, right? I might have had the evidence on me. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is as hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Ah, my God, I can't read. Alrighty, before you go, Espio, I wanted to give you a present. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems that we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Do you want to join us on Flying Cruise? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door of the next car is locked. Oh, you don't? The birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry. Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right now. Maybe kill isn't the language she uses right now. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Aha, poetry. Poetry. Oh, poetry. The resonant message of the poet reader to the reader meant to challenge our delicate perceptions with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. I love the chows just hanging about. I didn't have any that looked like these though. Actually, one of them evolved to this. I don't think we ever got one that evolved into a bird. We have some creepy ones and of course ones with eggs on their heads. What was that? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least it's rhyming, I suppose. Bitters desire to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rogue, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I probably picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he went to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rogue? What happened when she... to see her lipstick stand on a cup of the saloon car. Rogue came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search for the saloon car. Came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. And then she left at the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rogue left, the Shadow walked through the casino car and into the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow's walked through my library car to the saloon when Knuckles and I were playing the game. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed with rolling monkey actions I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car when we were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through all right. We sat trapped in here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She was the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's about all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seemed that Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're gonna go peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And I'd like to be serenaded with a poem. I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What are we looking for when the evidence proves that what we're saying is true? We need to confirm the Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. It's a tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely! A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to see some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful peoples and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, make sure to stop by the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everything and have been everywhere, haven't they? Chow hanging precariously from the tree branch. The large text below says, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see this. This little Chow hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly into safety? Because choosing the hard way is also often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. This Chow can stick up to the principles and find strength that I can too. There's no way at all that much thought was put into this poster. Right? Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, and restaurants. Oh! What is? Ventus, look, there's a couple maps here. Seems to be a map of the library car. The books are organized by genre, which are listed here. I have a good overhead map, let's take it. Okay. Should we take the brochure about a cave too? Looks like stalactites. Nah, leave it. Yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Let's look at that. Overhead map of the layout of the library, shelves and tables included. Is this how they're supposed to be or how they are? Since we are... we would be here. This is the chair and everything. How can that help us out? So many books on the ground. I wish I had time to pick them all up. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up books. A lot of those were knocked about when the train's speeding up. But Rogue pulled a lot of these searching for something. On reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. Spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Well, I mean, he's not doing anything about it. Oh, poor thing. The arm must really be struggling to clean up his car. And to be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Something's always hidden in the trash can. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Bendis, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something in the trash hidden in the next trash can bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins are hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Ventus, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Oh, I can go this way. What is this bright red book? Oh, yuck. It's the reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. I would read that. I would 100% read that. I'd be all over that. Wow. Wish I could stop to take a look at these books. Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. Scamming through all the books, titles excitedly. Like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on the shelf is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this. Oh, let's take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. I want to take a nap, personally. In fact, I may rest my eyes a little bit. Ventus, no, don't fall asleep. It's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring every time a murder ruined my nap time. How many rings would you have? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before leaving the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's log is added to the inventory. I think we've found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to figure out exactly what happened. Okay. Like I said, the supposed Shadow had been placing on multiple doors. But I mean, it's open. It's off the manual of these Mirage. Many features are capable. It doesn't seem to mention how to drive the train. Huh, that would have been neat. Did you bring me any meat to chop? Not maybe a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver for getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife onto the train. I'm a man of authenticity. Tails. Authenticity. Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think you had a knife on you. We definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Can I take your order? Oh yes, please, I'm starved. Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Why would you show the menu to me? Come on, Ventus, why would you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me. Look, Ventus, you made him a fool. Oh, Ventus, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah! I smooth things over at what cost? What? Wait, I can't make them anything? What the heck? Oh, wait. This is just this. Okay. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Ventus and I are confirming two things. Why Vector left to play games with Knuckles and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We were prepared to present evidence if needed. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information that we gathered from Knuckles. And that brings us attention to you, Espio. Broke into the library car and found something then left. You said you immediately started reading, but you actually were reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course it was. Oh, excuse me. Oh, accurate though. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't know you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of thing do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch that what book you might read. Bendis, could you help me out? He might have been reading the manual. He's A-posing on me. A manual? You think Espio would be reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh, you want evidence? Here's my sick, Endless Runner gameplay. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, I was past that. I got it, I'm good. Easy. Oh yeah? Take this bound of knowledge coming from a little mini game. There are books scattered around the floor for sure, but remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in an incorrect place. I don't know how to read. The lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. Butcher and a poet friendship can be formed anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Ventus, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip through a page and ask away. Oh, I see a quiz. Espio about the manual to prove it's been read. Which page should I quiz him on? Page 97. Okay. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to keep this train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks. They are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. Remember the conductor saying the trash can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company did not want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms could also detect weapons, explosives being brought onto the train to ensure passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question, Mintus. Give him another one. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds. You'll be charged and no show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made the rule must have been over 65. The last one, Ventus. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? What was implemented to support the conductor's duties and ease the general train obligation? An intelligence database processing systems. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train on autopilot, but it can't access its full suite capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah. But yeah, you did. Totally. It was wild that you were able to retain the information so quickly. Poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guessed. And you both had the nerves to question my buddy like that? Don't we want to support folks who read? But you have to admit though, reading the entire time murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand. Everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual. I suppose we can. Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's the correct problem. Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. We have evidence to back that up. Ventus? Always put me on the spot. Okay, Ventus, I think it's a piece of evidence like someone who also saw Espio reading. But what? The lock that Shadow brought, right? He should have been able to see him reading as well. Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Ventus. Let's make an argument together. Together? Are you gonna be with me in this game? No. You're not helping me get rings? What the hell? What the hell, man? Give me them all. Ooh. Oh, ho, sneaky. Nailed it. Easy peasy. Shadow walked through the library car to get you the saloon key car. But it was originally set the high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. I wasn't the high score for long. It wasn't the high score for long. We're some natural gamers. Espio said that Shadow entered the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated, reading in the book for a good while at this point. Well, you know Shadow had to walk back to the library car when he left the saloon car. There was absolutely no way Shadow and Espio did not notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book and I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me that the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, and since Espio's desperation here, defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment you were really in the library car. Were you really in the library car at all? How would Espio leave? Shadow locked the door and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Ventus, but that I would love for Espio to solve. You've got to believe me. My cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book I did not notice Shadow pass through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even stopped to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Then why doesn't it seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Is Espio simply sitting reading, or did somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I don't know. I think... I don't know how he could have done it. I don't know how he could have gone anywhere. No one noticed him. He could have been engrossed. I didn't see any evidence that he was in any other place. I don't see any way that he could have. Right? I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, you have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. A piece of evidence shows you Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another. He was in the back room. He was in this little section here. Aha! Alright, now let me get my thoughts in order. Oh my god, yes! I knew that looked suspicious. That little, like, back corner area looked like a secret doorway. Hell yeah. Oh. I'm a genius. Easy. The library map. Oh, I see. See, the exits, they're right across from a straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow could have seen one another. Looks like you have a point. Where exactly on the map you mean? Where could Espio have been so Shadow could not see him? Right here. But that does leave the question of why the book was right there. Interesting. That's where I was sitting while reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from the spot, because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen it. Could have seen Espio or vice versa. Makes a lot of sense. Why did you never mention Shadow's return, Espio? There's no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering my questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Crap. So many locked doors to worry about. I'm glad everything is straightened out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I'll have plenty of questions for Rogue and especially Shadow. Oh, seems like the next car is open. Amy must keep it open while she passed through earlier. That's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give 'em heck. If you ever need any meat chops, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murder is on the loose. While doors keeps getting locked, tick-tock, tick-tick-tock goes the clock. While our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident our detective abilities, we're really doing this. Come on, Ventus, let's see what's next. Coming. May the breeze drift towards success. Only a one-sentence poem for you. Are italics enough to qualify as a poem? Sure, why not? Bring me any meat to slice up? No, I'm not sure we will, actually. Your loss. You sure we don't want to stay back and look at the great books a little longer? Mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues.